Hey guys, Charles Short Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers, War for Cybertron, Netflix, Voyager class, Soundwave. So, here he is in his cassette tape deck mode thing, I don't know. Yeah, based on his G1 alt mode of I guess, Walkman, I believe. And, yeah, stuff, I guess you don't see nowadays. I mean, hey, they used a bunch of tapes, as you can see, they have mold and detail in there. We'll get into a bit. But, yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff here going on, so yeah. So, yeah, so glad I'm able to review this figure. I did get him a few months ago. I just didn't get the chance to review him. But, yeah, this was definitely one of my most anticipated figures during the year 2020, in a year that wasn't very anticipated in the end. But Transformers definitely delivered as far as figures were concerned. So, and this is one of them easily. This is easily definition of mini masterpiece, probably by many. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, here he is in the stick back mode. As you can see, all the detail going around. You even got the play button, stop button, record button. Let's record the circle. The square is, I guess, the stop button, and then rewind and fast forward. That's basically all it is. And of course, play button right here. And they got record back. Like, I like this. They paint in some nice details on here that reference, of course, the old tape deck. So, and you got some nice kind of mustard yellow kind of metallic design there. I'm not sure. So Soundwave had a G1. You even got some from the leg detail. And yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, and there are some flaws with this. This is one. We'll get into that in a bit. Yeah, there are some flaws, mainly, again, this alt mode. Not with the design, but just tabbing and stuff. And on the back, he's got arms here. Alright, let's get into probably one of my only issues with the figure. So that being the tabbing in. Now, of course, on the front, you got this here. You got these two tabs here. You're supposed to put them down. However, they're kind of tight, but at the same time, they don't want to. They just kind of go. They spring back up. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's no way. This either could be my copy or it could be for all. So that's kind of unfortunate. And then it doesn't help that the back. I mean, no one's gonna look at the back, but still, this one's probably. I don't know. So you're supposed to have the arms squeezed together, and they will stay in, but they slowly. Actually, they're staying. when I'm bringing it up, I just all right. Yeah, let's untap it. Let's do it again. So most of the time, when I put this together, as you can see, it's slowly spraying apart. Actually, for once, it's actually okay. When I'm saying on camera now it seems like a lie, but trust me, when I transformed this figure before the review began, and you even saw it was untabbed. There was a reason it was on tab. It wasn't because I mistransformed. It was because it squeezed down. I kind of want to address this, but so I guess this ain't as bad as this. That's unfortunate because this is like the front, so this kind of sticks out now. But so yeah, I do have. Those are really my only complaints with the alt mode here, and probably with the figure as a whole. Those like other than, I guess, little gripes, but those are actually the only two things I kind of criticize about. Mainly this. I think that's probably the weakest part of the figure, is easily the tabbing in the front. It's like, yeah, if it only had stronger tabs, then no real complaints, I guess. But yeah, but anyways, gimmicks, not very common in War for Cybertron figures. However, this figure does have the little push button gimmick like we saw before. Now, just to note, this is actually a remold, heavy remold of the Siege version that I reviewed a few years ago. And as you know, that one turned into a spaceship because the Siege line had the G1 designs, but they gave them Cybertronian alt modes. And so yeah, so basically it was like Earth, pre-Earth, like or life for the Transformers. So now that we're on Earth, this is during the this came out in the second wave of the Netflix line, so this is during the Earthrise wave, basically. His first wave was Siege themed, based on the first season. This was based on the second season, and then the current wave 3 is based on the Kingdom season 3. That's supposed to come out next month, but where's the trailer? But anyways, so you press the button here, just like any other Soundwave, and then boom, it just opens up some nice detail in here. You got like 2 little circles here, like little dials because of the cassette tape. And again, we'll get into that a bit. And yeah, nice detail, man. I really like the detail. Wait, so the detail the same on the Siege one? Let me check. Nope. It is, yeah, it's the same detail actually, but still, I mean, that's impressive detail. So yeah, they didn't change the inner chest, but still, I think it looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, as you saw, it's in the robot mode. I'm not doing the comparison because the transformation for that one is kind of difficult. I don't want to spend tons of time trying to transform that. I mean, it's not too hard, but still. Yeah, you can find pictures of both of them. I mean, they're completely different, so there's not too much to compare because, I mean, they're completely different, basically. But the robot mode is where things look a little more similar, and you kind of want to see the comparison of. But yeah, overall, pretty nice. So now let's get into accessories. Well, this is mainly going to be for storage. So he comes with his iconic blaster, which is supposed to click in this piece. It's supposed to, this here, it's supposed to click all the way in, but it kind of doesn't on this one. And this is supposed to stick out. And then he doesn't come with not one, not 2, but 3 weapons. This is his shoulder thing that goes right here. And this is just that bonus little gun that people usually use on Siege or Earthrise Megatron to give them that barrel look. But yeah, so it comes with all 3 of them, and I just want to show them off. Well, there's storage for them. It's pretty cool storage. I think this is probably one of my favorite storage on the current Hasbro figures. So you can place the 2 barreled guns, regular iconic Soundwave gun. On tab Z, that's also kind of a tendency, even if you kind of touch it, that kind of will do that. So you just want to place these down here, and then you can put this here, this gun here, and you can attach it, I think like this, yeah, like this. So you can place it in the middle, so it kind of sort of mirrors the old G1 storage, where you can kind of lift down the little piece, and then you can put the 2 pieces in there that kind of resemble batteries. But it doesn't do it on this one, but still kind of references it. It's like, hey, look, we put the weapon storage in the back of the tape deck mode, so it's just like the old one. So I'd say that's pretty cool. But yeah, it kind of sticks out there, but not too bad. It's better weapon storage than other figures I've seen. I've seen pretty weird weapon storages before. So yeah, and then next, yeah, there's a lot with this figure, are his 2 little minions here, Ravage and Laserbeak. Now, these are the same mold, well, a little different, especially in the heads, than the, I'll flip this around on Ravage. There we go. Then the Siege ones, these are the same molds, though, like so, but they paint them to look more like regular cassette modes. With Laserbeaks, they just add more paint, and then Ravage, yeah, actually, at least kind of resembles. I do like how it says Japan on there, kind of referencing the origins of Transformers. But yeah, they put like a little cassette detail, especially on Ravage. I do like that, and yeah, I do really like them here. Not too much going on right now, but they do. Or here's a little comparison. Here we'll do. Let's get Soundwave out of the way. So yeah, here's the Netflix cassette tapes with the tabs are still out. Here, but the start with Laserbeak. So here's on the left, this is Netflix version, and then flipping this around, we got the Siege version, which was his Cybertronian mode. Now, not too much difference here, except there's a little more paint on this one. So paint's almost the same as this one, but there's like more yellow and blue detail in there. So I do like that on this one. Yeah. You can still see the bird mode, but notice they're both different. Well, we will get into that very shortly. But next, we got Ravage. So on the left, Netflix, right, Siege, just like the Laserbeak. And this is where the differences are really different. Here you got a definitely Cybertronian looking alt mode, whereas this one's, again, painted to look more like a regular cassette tape. So that's pretty cool. And then on the back, we got, it looks the same. Actually, it does look the same. Like, literally is the same. in the back. So yeah, not too much going on, but yeah, pretty cool that we got this. I still have not gotten the Frenzy or the Rumble and what was it, Rat-Bat? I believe that was in Siege, and also the Spy Patrolling or Soundwave Spy Patrol. The Generation Selects one that comes with what is it? I believe it's Frenzy, the blue one, and some other ones that for Double Dealer. I don't have Double Dealer, but yeah, so pretty cool in here. So it is about pretty cool. So, anyways, just like any Soundwave pretty much. But definitely the Siege one, you can just pop this open. Unfortunately, it's not like the Sound Blaster they've got in the 35th anniversary one where you can hold two. I mean, that was what the Sound Blaster toys could do. You can only hold one, like Soundwave usually does. But still, you know, that's what it looks like with Ravage in there. And the one I usually like keeping in his chest is, of course, his most loyal pal, good old Laserbeak. So, there you have those in there. So yeah, well, anyways, let's get these out of the way and let's bring in our one comparison, one more comparison with Laserbeak. Here is with his G1 counterpart. As you can see, yeah, the Netflix one doesn't look anything like a set, but yeah, you can see that there. I don't have the G1 Ravage reissue. By the way, that was a reissue of the Laserbeak, then the 2-pack. I didn't get the one with Ravage and the Rumble, the red one. So there. But anyways, for a quick comparison, here he is with the G1 Soundwave, just like the Laserbeak. This is the 2019 reissue, but it's very similar to the old one enough so I can compare it. But yeah, there you go. You can see how similar, like, this one reminds me of this one. So I do like that. In the back, yeah, you see that's that little compartment. I don't have the stuff. I don't have the stuff in there, but yeah, that's where you put that in there. The weapons in there, storage. I used to show that in my review of this guy back a few years ago, so yeah, you could always check that out to see how that works. But yeah, there you have that. That's the only comparison I'll do, because there's not really any other cassette Soundwaves I own. So yeah, transformation. Let's get down to transformation now. So first, yeah, I gotta remove the weapons here. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Okay, so transformation for real this time. So what you want to do is you want to, again, yeah, undo the arms from here, but really you just want to lift this piece up, fold in little gray pieces inside of here, and then just want to lower that down, and then undo the legs from the main torso section, and then they'll flatten out, and then you just want to rotate them this way, and you want to do the exact same thing here. So I'm rotate it like that, and once you got that, you just want to fold out the arm sections and just clip them in, and do the same thing over here. Alright, so once you've done that, just flip out the hands. After that, rotate the waist section here, and then next just flip out these gray sections and then lower them down. Take out the feet, and do the same here, and then collapse this section into here, into this panel, and then it'll both fold into the legs. And after that, just want to raise my camera up. Alright, so now, yeah, so you got all this done. Now what you got left to do is fold back this little panel piece here, and then take out the head, and then collapse this back in. And once you got all that finished, there you have Soundwave in his robot mode. And yeah, that again is literally a definite good example of a mini masterpiece, like literally the head and all that. We'll get into that in a bit, but yeah, there you have that. And yeah, that is definitely probably the best mainline looking Soundwave that we've probably gotten ever, probably. Not probably the best G1 accurate Soundwave. I guess the Masterpiece, I mean, you know, because they have it a little more cleaned up. Because it's a Masterpiece, but this one does the job if you don't have that one. So, yeah. So, there's that. But of course, we can't have the complete look without, of course, his shoulder can at the top. Oh yeah, this does rotate a bit, so you want to make sure you kind of have this back here. And then, of course, his trusty little blaster here. So you can put that in there, and that looks even better now. Like, it did not look as good without this on here. I just could not bear to watch Soundwave without his little can at the top. So there you go. Oh yeah, then there was this gun here, but no. I'm just going to put this off to the side. But yeah, pretty cool stuff for his head sculpt. Very nice. So we do have light piping in there, so you can go to sleep, and then you can wake up and go to sleep, and be half asleep, and he's waking up, and then yeah. So that's pretty cool. And again, you got the same chest detail. I got leg detail. This is really impressive here. There's some parts that are reused, such as the arms. They did change. Again, we'll look at this mainly once we take a look at the Siege figure again. But a lot of these pieces, if you already own the Siege one, they're very familiar to you. And yeah, some are reused. In fact, so much reused that why are these cannons still on his arms? Yeah, for some odd reason, Hasbro did not remove these little arm cans on here that can still fold out, so he's got extra little weapons here, so you know, pew 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 from under there, but he never had a G1. If you don't know, for those who don't know, this again is like a heavy remold of the Siege one, and in the Siege one he turned into a spaceship, and of course he used these little cannons here for that, so it served its purpose for that figure, but it has no meaning with this one, so I don't know why Hasbro didn't remove it, but oh well, I don't mind it. It's a subtle, very subtle, but yeah, pretty nice. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his arm stripe detail on anywhere around here. The Siege ones do on the weapons and the arms. The arms are impossible to swap, but the weapons you can, so if you prefer the red stripe, then you could always add on here. Me personally, I'm okay with this. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now, Articulation, his head is on a nice ball joint, so I can kind of look up, and you can also look down a bit, and you can look all over for his little cassettes. So, yeah. Next, he does have a nice little arm movement, and does got this far, and it does have like a click and then goes in and then clicks out, and then from there you can have a little more room for articulation. He does have bicep swivel, he does have elbow bend, and he has in and out hand movement because transformation, of course. Waist is very present. If you raise up this little kind of skirt piece, then you can raise up his leg this far, and his leg will go back this far, but if you can raise this up, then that'll allow you for more movement back there. His thighs do swivel, and his knees do bend. They agree here, about 9 degrees. And his feet do pivot too. I know, it didn't look like they pivot, but guess what? They do pivot. So, yep, that's right. He does have pivoting feet, so that is a nice inclusion. You didn't think they'd have that on here, and the Siege one did have that too because it's the same feet. So yeah, overall, still great articulation with this guy. I think it's the same as the Siege one, but that's fine because that one also had good articulation. So yeah, very, very nice. So yeah. So let's get Soundwave out of the way for a bit, and let's take a look at his cassettes again, because we still have not transformed them. Okay, oh, and some of my stuff fell. Anyways, so yeah, here they are. So let's start off with Ravage here. It's legs big in the back. So for Ravages Transformation, it's the exact same as the Siege one, so if you already have the Siege one, then you already know how this transforms, but you just want to take out the feet. Let's do it like this here, and then just want the feet all out here, and then next Just want to simply lower them down at an angle, and then lift this section up to back here, and then just want to lower down the arm sections here, and then swivel around the back legs. Let's click these up like this. So there you go. Now that's looking more like a kitty cat, because that's what this is. And next, you just want to get the head out. Just lift it up. And once you got that, there you got Kitty Cat in his robot mode. Or kitty cat mode. So yeah, kitty cat in his kitty cat mode. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, pretty cool. I'd say this is a nice kitty cat mode. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that. But yeah, here's Ravage in his robot mode, or his cat mode. I'll just say cat mode, not kitty cat mode. But yeah, here he is in his cat mode. And yeah, very nice all around. It doesn't have a tail or anything, so that's a little odd. But hey. And he got a little silver painted eyes, so that's also nice. And he got the Decepticon symbol. Yeah, I do like the head sculpt on this one more. We'll take a look at that one in a bit, but first, let's transform Laserbeak. So first, just lower down. It's the same as Siege as well. Just lower down the soon-to-be wing pieces, and then put down the feet. This one's even simpler. And then kind of, you just want to raise this up so you can get the head out, and then lift up the head. And then lift up this piece here, and then rotate it around so it's on his back. And there you have Laserbeak. That's pretty simple. Yeah, again, very nice. I do like the head sculpt on this. It's like his Earth Mode G1, just like how the Cybertronian one had a Cybertronian head from G1, the pilot episode. And yeah, very, very nice all around. Not too much to talk about because we were talking about the wing detail. So yeah, he's got Decepticon symbol on his head as opposed to on here, but we'll take a look at the Siege ones to see how they look like in a bit here. So yeah, here's the Siege ones here. Yeah, here, so for comparison, yeah, let's take a look at the Siege ones with the Netflix ones. So just like before, we got on the left the Netflix one, and on the right, the Siege one. So, as you can see, here's Ravage. Start off with Ravage. I do like the head for Ravage. His mouth is open, but there's like something in it, so I don't get that. But yeah, facial head sculpt wise, I do prefer the Netflix one, but I do prefer the red eye that was on the Siege one, because that is G1 accurate. And either way, it just looks more intimidating compared to this Ram Silver eye. I don't know why they chose that, but hey. Would have been nice if they brought this red eye color back. But either way, I do prefer the Netflix one. So, yeah, there's that. And let's take a look at the Laserbeak. So, yeah, Netflix on the left and Siege on the right. So, this one's probably the most different because in G1, this is G1 accurate. Just this was only in the first episode when they were on Cybertron, because in the show, of course, more than meets the eye. The first episode, the pilot, that was the opening scene. You had Laserbeak going after Bumblebee and Wheeljack with the Energon stuff, and yeah, he had this kind of like visor kind of look, and up until they went to Earth and had a more cassette mode, and then had a more bird-looking head, like Earth kind of looking bird head, but still robotic. So this is definitely more what we've known, but still, this is also what we've seen in G1 before. And as you can see, this one has a Decepticon logo on the top, and nothing on this little back section here. This one has no Decepticon symbol at the top, but this one does have it in the back here. So, yeah, there you have those comparisons with the Siege ones. But yeah, but anyways, let's bring back in Soundwave. So yeah, so anyways, oh yeah, for kind of sort of continuing from the articulation. You can do like the Siege one, because they did keep, and I do like this, they kept the finger that's like this, so he can do the pose and actually can activate his button here, if I can get it to work. You have to have it in a certain position like this, yeah, right here. So you can do his iconic pose, or you can actually have him press down. That is pretty cool. so you can put the cassettes in there, but they're not in the mode so that they can fit in there, so yeah. That is pretty cool. I only kept that in there. So, yeah, there you have that. And then, of course, if you have this tab fold down, have the legs a little spread, you can put him in his arm, and then you can have the cassettes hanging off with these tabs that they both come with, and they can hang from either side in their cassette mode. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But getting the cassettes out of the way, focusing on Soundwave yet again. Let's do some size comparisons. So starting off, here he is with the Siege Megatron, since I don't have the Earthrise one, but this one still fits in my collection here. So yeah, there's that. Here he is with Earthrise Starscream. So yeah. Here he is with Sea Shockwave. That's kind of getting the main Decepticons in here from the pre-86 movie Decepticons, the major ones. Here he is with Hound, because the episode, why not? Let's get in Ravage and Laserbeak, but mainly for Ravage, because if you remember also in More Than Meets the Eye, you had Ravage, he kidnapped him, Hound, so you got Hound and Laserbeak. There you go. But mainly, the main here is Ravage and Hound. They're back together again, but yeah. There you have that. Here it is with Siege Soundwave, and this is a huge difference. On one hand, you got a very dirtied up one, and that is also, again, he has more like his G1 toy, where he's got a yellow visor, whereas the Netflix one has the red one. So, yeah, that's quite a difference. Well, again, it's also based on what you prefer, so I'll kind of leave that up to you guys if you like the more dirtied up Cybertronian one, or if you like the more Earth G1 based Netflix one. Again, it's all up to you. So, there you have that. And while I was talking, as you may have heard, I was indeed transforming our last comparison, because it's quick one. Here he is with the G1 Soundwave, and he's got the yellow visor here. So this one's going more for a cartoon visor. So yeah, there you have that. So there you guys have the comparisons. So there you guys have my review of the Transformers War for Cybertron Netflix Voyager class Soundwave, and with Laserbeak and Ravage. He's right in there. So yeah, one thing I forgot to mention or show off is the generic guns. These guns. I forgot to compare these. So this is the Siege Soundwave's gun, and this is the Netflix Soundwave's gun. This one's just more of a regular gray plastic, whereas one's kind of a darker one. So yeah, there's that. And yes, like this one can fold out to be a much longer gun. So if you want to use this for like Megatron for his backpack, go ahead. You can use it if you want. So yeah, I just kind of pull them away. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is definitely in terms of G1 accuracy, definitely an improvement over the Siege figure. I still really do like the Siege one, but this is definitely very, very, like, it uses a great looking mold, and it like improves upon it by, making him like in his Earth appearance as well. And the head sculpt, the light piping. Oh yeah, by the way, the head is slightly different on this one as well. So yeah, the details are a bit different in it. And other than just the red visor, but yeah, like overall they just remold this, they reuse parts to make it, into the figure that this is. But I think it turned out great. I'd say that. So yeah, there you guys have that. But the main thing is your opinion, so you can comment down below what you guys think of the figure, if you prefer this one or Siege. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. It will help the channel out tremendously, and as well as making me continue to give you guys great content, and maybe even more and more in the future. So anyways, guys, till all are one.